Still a warm evening across the valley. Temperatures at this hour still in the 90s. McAllen's 97, 95 in Rio Grande City, 93 Harlingen. The cool spot, if you can say it's cool, 89 in Port Isabel and 87 at this hour in Brownsville. Dew points are still up, a little lower in the upper valley, but still looking at dew points in the 70s in most areas. So we put that onto your muggy meter, and here we go, up, 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 up into the very humid category. It's just sticky as can be out there, and likely will continue to be that way until we see a front come through. It could go down a little, but not much. These are your forecast lows tonight. You're talking upper 70s and low 80s across the region, and then highs tomorrow back up over 100 in the west, 90s in the east, then at the coast about 89 degrees at the island. Average high for this time of year is 91 now. And the next 3 days are going to be above that. 97 tomorrow, not quite up to the record, and then 94 on Thursday, 94 again on Friday. Let's watch Future Track. It suggests we see patchy clouds overnight. This is the high resolution model. It picks up on a couple of green splotches tomorrow, so a brief showers possible, but most areas should stay rain free tomorrow. Same thing goes for Thursday. A few green splotches around, but nothing widespread. So for the most part, Thursday's a dry day. A few folks may see a brief interruption for a brief shower, but that's about it. So we're going 20% tomorrow and again on Thursday. Friday we drop it to 10% because I think there's even less moisture to work with then. So our chance of rain goes down even more. Here's a look at the tropics. We've got Jose up here and Maria down there. Let's take a closer look at Maria. That's the storm of record right now. An impressive eye with Maria moving off to the west-northwest. Puerto Rico's here. There's St. Croix, the other U.S. Virgin Islands up there. It's going to be a side swipe for them, and then right across the heart of Puerto Rico, it looks like late tonight and early tomorrow. This still a Category 5 hurricane with winds of now 175 miles per hour, just upgraded in the last advisory. 16.9 and 64.1. Moving to the west-northwest at 10 miles an hour, so even stronger now, as for the time being it kind of parallels Irma's track, but it will cross Irma's track eventually. Again, there's St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, 165 miles per hour at 2 a.m. Be a rough night there. Puerto Rico will see a rough late night, early morning. By 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, it should reemerge off the northwest coast of Puerto Rico. Then it'll cross the track of where Irma was and then stay out to sea. We don't think this is a threat to the mainland U.S., but those U.S. territories out there certainly getting ready for a big-time storm. Here's Jose. He's having an impact on the northeastern part of the country in the form of big waves and some gusty winds. The hurricane force winds are well offshore, but the overall spread of this is pushing some strong winds onto the coast of much of New England. That will make a U-turn out in the Atlantic and kind of hang out there for a while. So those waves will continue to get kicked up. It's not going to go away anytime soon, but it will weaken pretty significantly. If you're headed to our coast, no issues whatsoever, at least tropical weather speaking. 87 degrees in the morning. By lunchtime, you're kind of hanging out in the 80s. We hit our highs at the island pretty early in the day. As soon as that wind kicks up, that puts an end to the rise in the temperatures, and that happens by noon usually. Tomorrow evening temperature about 83. There are 3 tides, 413, 935, 349. Seas are 1 to 3 feet. A moderate chop in the bay, and the bay temperature 86 right now. So for us for tonight, 78 for a low, partly cloudy skies, very warm, very muggy, southeast winds at 7 to 14. Then tomorrow back up to 97. That shower chance, 10%, 20%, something like that. Most areas stay dry. Thursday and Friday, we're holding it about the same. And then by the weekend, I still can't completely rule out a shower, but now you're talking less than 5%. So for the most part, it is dry Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and into early next week. That is your updated First Warn 5 forecast.